and now we call them First Nations communities or villages. And our places are beautiful. Where our land is, that's home. That's home. And wherever I go in this world, and I've been to over 30 countries, I've been to over 530 of the 1,000 First Nations communities in Canada and the United States. Wherever I am, when I pass away and I pass into the spirit world, my body will be taken back to Notley, and I'll be buried there with my people. And that's the Native way. One of the Native traditions says that wherever your umbilical cord is buried, that's where you also will go to be buried. And that's how we love our land. Because our stories say that Creator placed us on our land. That's in our stories. There are no stories that say that we walked across a land bridge. It's always Creator placed us on our land. And our beautiful elders shared the story of Creator and opened, every time we open up any kind of a gathering, there's a song, a prayer song, or an elder who will open with prayer. I'm from the Bear clan, and what that means is if you're from a clan, if you are from the Bear clan here, then you're probably my cousin. And Native people, we have a lot of cousins. I have about 1,000 cousins, but that's only the ones I know about. So there's probably more. But and honest, I'm not even joking. we have so many cousins. It's the coolest thing to be an Indian and to say, man, I got so many cousins. I have a song, and I was at the Truth and Reconciliation. I have a booth there, and my CD's there with the song, the one that has a residential school song, but then it also has a song called Hey Cousin. And there was an elder came up, and she goes, hey, how does this song go? Hey, cousin! And I said, yeah, that's how it goes. And we both laughed. And there's these two beautiful sides, as Cheryl said beautifully, of Native life. We have this really hard past, this history. The colonization of our people was devastating. But then we have this whole other side, and I think it's the reason why we are survivors, is because we have this humor. Native people have this surprising sort of whiplash sense of humor that you just never really know what hit you. And you're like, whoa, that was really funny. And especially Native elders, you got to watch out for them. Oh my goodness. The deadly sense of humor, man. I have been teased so many times in my life. I'm really tough now because of that. So this beautiful humor, beautiful people, beautiful stories, and a real strong traditional way of life, listening to elders and respecting elders. Something that's lost a little bit in North America, I think. That ability to love our elders. So this song that I wrote, it's just a hard song. It took me 2 years before I was able to sing the song all the way through without crying. Because when I wrote it, I wrote it thinking about my elders who went to La Jack Residential School, which is north of Prince George, about an hour and a half, that's where Notley is. And the La Jack is past there, on Highway 16, which is also known as the Highway of Tears, because so many women have gone missing on Highway 16. Native women, and there's an elder I met whose daughter disappeared 40 years ago. Nobody knows. It's completely an unsolved case. For 40 years. Can you imagine? So there's lots of stories of us missing our children, and it continues today. There are more children in the First Nations children in the foster care system than ever went to residential school. We have a lot of hurt, and we're having to do a lot of healing, and that's what this is all about. Telling our truth, telling our story, and having you hear it, and then as our beautiful elders shared, you carry that story, and we begin the healing process. This song is called the Residential School Song, and it's the story of the first mother and son who were ever separated by these schools. My son, when you went away, you were so young and strong. I just couldn't wait for the day to have you back home where you belong. The only thing that kept me alive was knowing I would see you again. There was no way for me to know you'd come back a man I don't know. My son, where did you go when they took you away? My son, where did you go when they took you away? I don't recognize you anymore. The scars of life are deeper than before. Mother, when they took me away, I looked back to my home. You know I really wanted to stay when I thought I'd be there all alone. The only thing that kept me alive was knowing I would see you again. There was no way for me to know I'd come back to an alcoholic home. Mother, where did you go when they took me away? Mother, where did you go when they took me away? I don't recognize you anymore. The scars of life are deeper than before. I don't recognize you anymore. The scars of life are deeper than before. I